Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. And today I'm coming to you from a different location. I'm in rural New South Wales. I'm at a place called Young, and believe it or not, I'm on a farm. What sort of farm, you may ask? Let me show you. I'm on a cherry farm. And I want to do something today that I've always dreamt of doing, and it's to eat a cherry from a tree. Lovely. Oh, absolutely magnificent. You can't get any closer to nature than this. Just so you're aware, there's a group of about 50 of us who have come down from Sydney on a bus trip. The Mytilenean Association has organised this, so we've joined a few of our friends and come down for a weekend of cherry picking. Then we're going to have a barbecue, then we're going to Canberra, and after Canberra we're going out to dinner in Canberra at the Greek club there, and then church tomorrow morning, then a panigiri and back to Sydney. So not a bad way to spend a weekend and to be with friends, to be with your loved ones, and to be able to do this. Two cherries, two pips. So I'm lucky. Anyway, let's go on a walk and talk, and I want to chat to you about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart, and it's a book summary. It's another book summary, and the book is entitled 10-Minute Toughness, and it's by an author named Jason Selk. And it's all about how to build toughness. If you're an athlete, either a corporate athlete, a family athlete, a sporting athlete, regardless of what it is, in order to succeed in your field, you need to build mental, physical, spiritual toughness to be able to make the most and to grow and develop and to become a leader, an absolute leader in your field. So the book kicks off by talking about the importance of self-efficacy, self-confidence, which is another way of saying believing in yourself. Because the author says quite clearly, and we all understand this, this is no myth. It's you need to have a very, very strong belief in your ability or your capability in order to perform well. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then nothing is going to come about your efforts. They talk about the importance of being solution focused, being able to focus on a solution rather than to worry about the problems that you're surrounded with, the challenges. So spend a little bit of time thinking about what you're lacking, and then spend much more time doing what you need to do in order to achieve what you need to achieve. That's a good top one. So the author also talks about the importance, once again, of not spending too much time hanging out and talking with the masses, because all they're going to be doing is getting you to focus on the little things in life and the challenges and the problems, as opposed to helping you grow and develop and become the best version of yourself. And once again, this author, like every other author, talks about the fact that we have about 60,000 thoughts a day. 60,000 thoughts a day, and the majority of those thoughts are either thoughts of self-doubt or negative thoughts. And the author makes the basic point that if you're thinking negatively, then you're going to achieve negatively. If you think positively, then you've got a better chance of achieving the goals that you've set yourself or the ambitions that you're striving for. So the author, the call to action from this book, and for all of us, the call to action is to manage your internal dialogue. Look at this art of work, work of art, art of work, work of art. Look at that. Manage your internal dialogue, but your dialogue is also conscious. And subconscious. Remembering that whatever we talk about consciously also finds its way into our subconscious. And we've got a lot more chatter happening at the subconscious level. Chatter that we've inherited from our childhoods, inherited from our parents, our grandparents, teachers, young friends, all people along the way. You name it, we've inherited a lot of their chatter, and that makes up a lot of our self-doubt, a lot of our negativity, and you need to squash it, swap it out, and do whatever you need to do in order to clear yourself of that environment. So mental toughness is all about replacing the negative with the positive. And cognitive psychology talks about your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. So it's up to you. You can either decide to have your mind focusing on a positive thought or a positive outcome, or you can waste your time worrying about a negative outcome. If you're thinking about what is going wrong in your life, then you can't think about what's going right in your life. That's why we always talk about the importance of gratitude, of having a mindset of gratitude, because a mindset of gratitude is all about thinking about the good things that are happening in your life, and by thinking about good things, you're not going to be worrying, you're not going to be caught up, you're not going to be infested with the negativity that infects most people. The other thing the author said, which is quite interesting and powerful, is that for every 1 minute of visualization, which is coupled with emotion, strong emotion, is worth 7 minutes of physical practice. Because the brain can't really, they say that the brain can't tell the difference between something that is vividly imagined and something that is real. And so much so that they say that by breathing from your diaphragm, breathing deeply from your diaphragm, you're in a position to influence your heartbeat, the rate of your heartbeat. So by influencing your heartbeat, that's a sweet one. Since your mind and your breathing can influence your physicality, then there's nothing much that the mind can't do. So self-image is very, very important, because you can't outperform or underperform your self-image. That's a fact of life. So whatever self-image you have, that's going to be, according to the authors, the thermostat which regulates your performance, your capability, and all the things that happen in your life. It's like a thermostat in a car. If it's too hot, then it'll let some cold water through. So the same thing is with your self-image. So work on your self-image and don't undersell yourself, and make sure that you're trying to build up your self-image, and you're also hanging around people who want to build up your self-image as well, so that you can grow and develop and expand into that self-image. The other thing the author talks about, and I know this for a fact, that people are really good at seeing problems, but only very, very few people are good at focusing on solutions. So if you're really good at focusing on problems, if you're a real good problem identifier, then you're going to be surrounded by problems. And the more problems you find, then the more problems you're going to attract to yourself. So you don't want to be a problem magnet. Spend time identifying problems, spend time prioritizing those problems, and then spend most of your valuable time sorting those problems out and fixing them, jumping into solution mode, and only trying to solve the ones that you can control, and do your best to avoid the ones you can't control. And the author also says that one of the big challenges of sportsmen and people in the world, I wonder what these are. Look at these. These are little fruits. I think what could they be? Anyway, we'll ask the farmer what they are. I might try one. So if I keel over and die, you know that I've eaten something which is poisonous. It doesn't taste too good at all, so maybe I came across the wrong plant. Maybe that's the poisonous plant to kill off all the insects. So yeah, the other thing the author talks about is that people who suffer procrastination tend to be perfectionists. So if you're a sportsman, it's important, it's key to try and be the best you can. But if you become a perfectionist, then you're going to have grief all the time. So because perfection doesn't appear anywhere. Yes, by all means, strive for perfection, but don't try and be perfect. It's more important to grow and develop and to progress than to worry about being perfect. And that's a very, very important point, because we all need to show up. We need to show up, we need to follow up, and we need to be present, and we need to fight for everything that we've got in our lives. We need to fight to stay in the same place, to maintain status quo. Because if you're not fighting, if you're not working continually in your life to grow and develop, then you're going backwards. You're actually dying. You're living in negative spin. And the last couple here is that problems don't linger around people who are action-oriented and solutions-focused. And the author finishes off with an absolute brilliant point, that we have to remember that our attitudes are contagious. Our attitudes are contagious. They are extremely, extremely contagious. But our attitude can be a positive attitude or a negative attitude. So you decide, are you going to be a positive or a negative cause of contagion? Are you going to infect people positively, or are you going to infect people negatively? The choice is yours. Shall I have one more? Let's have one more for the road. Thank God there's no bees in there or wasps, otherwise I'll be in big trouble. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me on Jim's 5am Club. I've enjoyed coming to you from this wonderful location here in Young. Let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, turn up, follow up, show up, and build a level of toughness in your life that will enable you to continue to grow and develop and be the masterpiece that God, your family, and your ancestors always wanted you to be and to be proud of you. Take care. Sa sagapao. I love you. And until next time, yasas. I'll be coming to you from another location. Don't know where I'll be popping up. I'll be coming from another location with another message of empowerment, and hopefully we can all grow and develop and be full of ripe, beautiful fruit. Be the sort of people who add value to the people that we touch, and to grow into the most magnificent person that we could possibly be. Yasas, take care, and bye for now. Ciao. One more, Ella. Oh, I just couldn't resist. Bye.